Royal challengers Bengaluru have made history not just on the pitch but in the business of sport. In a landmark deal that is set to redefine the valuation of cricket franchises, RCB has been sold for over 16,000 crore rupees, making it the most expensive team in IPL history. A high-profile consortium led by the Aditya Birla Group has acquired a 100% stake in the franchise from United Spirits Limited, a subsidiary of global liquor giant Diageo. The deal is pegged at $1.78 billion and brings together a formidable lineup of investors, including the Times of India Group, Blackstone, and US-based Bold Ventures leadership.
Imagine this. A cricket league that was born just 18 years ago is now worth $20.6 billion. One franchisee alone is now valued at $1.78 billion in an acquisition deal, and another has crossed a milestone that no cricket team has ever achieved. A $300 million standalone brand value. This is no longer just cricket. This is media, this is technology, this is private equity, this is global capital, and perhaps this is the beginning of cricket becoming a global sports asset class. But the bigger question is this IPL becoming the football club ecosystem of the future? Or is this a uniquely Indian economic phenomena? Let's decode. Hi, this is Indranil and welcome to the Spotlight Beyond Profession, Beyond Headlines, Beyond Borders. According to the 2026 IPL Brand Valuation Study, the overall business valuation of the Indian Premier League has reached $20.6 billion, growing 11.4% year-on-year. Its standalone league brand is now valued at $4.3 billion, up over 10% from last year. More importantly, this marks the second consecutive year of double-digit growth, adding more than $1.1 billion in value since 2023. Even more remarkable, on a per-match basis, only the NFL generates more commercial values than IPL. Think about that. Not Major League Baseball, not Formula One, not the NBA, not the English Premier League, only the NFL. That tells us something profound. Attention has become the world's most valuable sporting currency. 2026 witnessed two of the largest franchise deals in IPL history. Royal challengers Bengaluru acquired by a consortium including the Aditya Birla Groups, the Times Group, Bold Ventures, and a Blackstone-backed fund at an astonishing valuation of $1.78 billion. Meanwhile, the Rajasthan Royals were acquired by Lakshmi Mittal's family together with Adar Poonawalla at approximately $1.65 billion. Notice something. These aren't celebrities, these aren't cricket enthusiasts making emotional investments. These are institutional investors, global business houses, industrial families, private equity capital. Because today's sports franchises are no longer viewed merely as teams. They are viewed as long-term infrastructure for media rights, consumer brands, digital ecosystem, data, merchandise, gaming, advertising, and intellectual property. The modern sports franchise is becoming an investment portfolio in itself. Now let's zoom out globally. Football has spent over a century building emotional communities. Manchester United, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Barcelona. These clubs aren't simply sports organizations. They are cultural institutions. Their revenues come from multiple sources: broadcast rights, stadium income, merchandising, global sponsorship, academy system, international tours, digital subscriptions, and millions of lifelong fans. The IPL has achieved something extraordinary. It has compressed decades of brand building into less than 2 decades. But there is an important difference. Football clubs operate almost the entire year. The IPL operates for only few weeks. That means IPL franchises generates enormous value within a remarkable short sporting window. Imagine the commercial possibilities if cricket eventually develops a more integrated global club calendar. This is precisely why international investors are paying attention. An IPL match today activates far more than players. It drives multiple sectors simultaneously: advertising agencies, television networks, streaming platforms, cloud infrastructure, artificial intelligence analysts, fantasy gaming, sports technology, hospitality, airlines, hotels, food delivery, retail, merchandise, digital payments, telecommunications, influencer marketing. Even small local businesses experience increased economic activity during tournament season. This is the multiplier effect. Sports has evolved into an integrated economic ecosystem. Every boundary creates advertising impressions. Every viral moment generates digital engagement. Every player becomes a personal brand. Every franchise becomes intellectual property. And every fan becomes part of a measurable consumer economy. The IPL also affects different socio-economic groups in very different ways. For the working class, it provides affordable entertainment and community identity. For the middle class, it fuels consumer spending through subscriptions, merchandise, travel, and experiences. For businesses, it becomes one of the most efficient marketing platforms in Asia. For investors, it represents a growing alternative asset class. For technology companies, it is a laboratory for AI, data analytics, connected television, and fan engagement. For governments, it strengthens tourism, taxation, employment, and India's global soft power. This is why sports today can no longer be viewed merely as entertainment. It has become part of economic policy. At the Spotlight Media and Technology, we believe the next chapter of sports will not be defined only by valuations. It will be defined by responsibility. The future winners in global sports will balance 4 pillars. First, economic sustainability. Can franchise growth remain resilient without becoming overly dependent on media rights? Second, social inclusion. Are leagues creating opportunities for grassroots talent, women athletes, youth development, and local communities? Third, governance. As institutional investors enter sports, transparency, ownership structure, financial discipline, and ethical governance become even more critical. And fourth, environmental responsibility. Large sporting events consume significant energy, generate travel-related emissions, and create substantial waste. Stadium design, renewable energy adoption, sustainable logistics, circular waste management, and carbon reduction strategies will increasingly influence how leagues are evaluated by investors, sponsors, regulators, and fans. In the coming decade, franchise value alone will not define greatness. Trust, governance, community impact, climate resilience, and responsible innovation will become equally valuable assets. The IPL has already transformed cricket. Now it may transforming the economics of global sport. The real question isn't whether cricket is becoming bigger. The question is, can cricket build institutions that last for generations, just as football clubs have done for over a century? If it succeeds, the next global sports powerhouse may not emerge from Europe or America. It may emerge from India. And that's the story the entire world should be watching. If you enjoyed the analysis, subscribe to the Spotlight Beyond Profession, where we decode the intersection of business, technology, ESG, governance, capital markets, and global policy with facts, not noise. If you are navigating ESG strategy, sustainability reporting, governance, or corporate communication at your organization, the Spotlight Media and Technology helps companies becoming ESG ready, investor ready, and future ready. You will find more details in the description below. Until next time, stay informed, stay analytical, and keep looking beyond the headlines. Thank you very much for watching and signing it off.